with the first question. Some important information is missing here. In this question, some important information is missing. So, adi raskondi last lo kinda. Please take down the information. Please write it down. F is to the right of D. Please add the extra information that is missing from the question. F is to the right of D and no one is to the right of G. F is to the right of D and no one is to the right of G. F is to the right of D and no one is to the right of G. This is some extra information which is missing from the question. So I will try to solve the question. I hope you all have handouts with you. Do you all have handouts with you? So let's see the question. D is second to the right of J. 1, 2, D, second right of J. Two persons are sitting between J and A. When he says two persons are sitting between J and A, how many possibilities will I have? Two possibilities, either to that side or to the left side. So two persons between J and A. 1, 2, A. Intena? Two persons between J and A. Next. I is fourth to the left of A. A ki fourth left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I. Done? Next. 5 people are sitting between I and E. E who is to the right of I. Right of I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is E. And the right side of I. 5 people. This is E. Next point. The number of persons sitting between A and E is same to the left of I. The number of persons sitting between A and E is 1. To the left of E also 1. Number of people sitting between A and E is 1. Left of I is only 1. Okay. Next. The number of persons sitting between A and D is 1 less than D and F. The number of persons sitting between A and D is 1 less than D and F. ఏం అర్థమైందమ్మా? అమ్మా, ఏ అండ్ డి మధ్యలో ఎంతమంది అయితే ఉన్నారో అది తక్కువ ఎక్కువ? తక్కువ. ఎవరికంటే? డి అండ్ ఎఫ్. అండర్స్టూడ్ ఎవ్రీవన్? ఎంత తక్కువ? 1%. I'll say the money that I have is 1 less than you. What did I say? The money that I have is 1 less than you. నీకంటే ఎన్ని రూపాయలు తక్కువ ఉన్నాయి? 1 రూపాయి. అంటే నాకంటే నీ దగ్గర ఎన్ని రూపాయలు ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి? నా దగ్గర 4 రూపాయలు ఉంటాయి, నీ దగ్గర నీ దగ్గర 6 రూపాయలు ఉంటే నా దగ్గర 5 రూపాయలు. ఎందుకు? ఐ హ్యావ్ 1 లెస్ దెన్ యూ. అట్లాగే ఇక్కడ క్లూ ఏంటిది? ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఏ అండ్ డి ఈస్ 1 లెస్ దెన్ బిట్వీన్ డి అండ్ ఎఫ్. How many between D and A? 4. How many between D and A? 4. Then how many between D and F? 5. How many between D and F? 5. Understood or not? Chapandamma. And what was the last line that I asked you to write? F is to the right of D. So number of people between D and F is 5. F is to the right of D. Understood everyone? Is this clear? Next. C sits third to the left of G. The number of persons between C and H is 1 more than the number of persons between C and G. How many between C and G here? Chapandamma. And how many between C and H? 3. Because the number of persons between C and H is 1 more than C and G. C and G 2. So C and H how many? 3. ఇప్పుడు ఇట్లా H తీసుకోవచ్చా? తీసుకోవచ్చా తీసుకోకూడదా? లాస్ట్కి ఒక పాయింట్ రాపిచ్చిన చదువు ఏంది అది? No one sits to the right of G. Ante G is in the extreme right corner. Avuna kada. This go top. So 1, 2, 3. Is this clear? Yes or no? Next. Next. చదవండి. B sits exactly between H and F. The number of persons sitting between D and B is double the number of persons sitting between D and A. The number of persons sitting between D and B is double the number of persons sitting between D and A. So number of persons between D and A, how many? ఇక్కడ ఎంతమ్మా? మరి D and B? D and B ఎంత ఉండాలి అంటే డబల్ అన్నాడు కదా. ఎస్ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. ఇక్కడ B తీసుకుందామంటే దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్రెడీ ఆక్యుపైడ్ బై 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. ఎవరు? B. అంతేనా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 అంతే అంట. ఓకేనా? B sits between H and F అన్నాడు కదా. B sits exactly between. So how many people between F and B? 2. H and B also. H అనగానే ఎవరిని ఫిక్స్ చేయవచ్చు? C. ఎంతమంది? స్థలం లేదు, కొంచెం కింద రాస్తున్నా. ఫిక్స్డ్ కదమ్మా? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? No need to go for this. You got answer from the first case. Is this clear? Everyone? Copy చేసుకోండి. Next. 74 to 78. Amma, you want me to do 71 to 73? Yes or no? No, huh? Sorry, sir, vinandi. Whenever you come across this type of question, what is very important? What is very important? Left hand side should be compared with right hand side. We have to check whether the first letter is same or different. You have to check for sure. 100% guarantee first letter you have to compare, because here the first person is related to second person. Numbers kuda check cheskondi, number kuda same. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు F@E అంటాడు. అర్థం ఏమిటిది? F@E అంటే ఏంటిది? F is to the north of E. This is E. North of E is F. What is the distance? 2 meters. అయ్యో, ఫస్ట్ ఎన్ ఉంది కదా, చూసుకోవాలా. చలో N#M అంట. N#M అంటే N#M, come on. N is to the south of M. South of M. Who is this? N. What is the distance? 4. N percentile. N percentile, come on. N is to the west of E. West of E, left hand side. What is the distance? 6. F@E. F is to the north of E. ఎన్ని మీటర్స్? 2 meters. అంటే మధ్యలో ఆపేయాలి కదమ్మా. ఇక్కడ మార్క్ చేస్తే లైన్ ఏమవుతుంది? 2 and 2 కదా. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? నెక్స్ట్, B percentile F. B is to the west of. B is to the west of F by how many meters? 3 meters. West అంటే left hand side. Mark a line. What will this become? 3. Next, a at the rate 2. Ante a is to the north of b. Any meters? And exactly parallel to m. Exactly parallel to m. Ante kadamma. Next endu chadu. G dollar a. Dollar is what? G to the east of a. East of a by how many meters? 6 meters. East is right hand side. This is 3 extra 3. And who is this? G. Next, H hash G. H hash ante H is to the south of G. South ante kindiki. Any meters? 4. What is this half a length here? 2. Understood? Everyone? Clear? First question chadavamma. What is the shortest distance between n and a? Shortest distance always diagonal line. We should always try to form a right angle triangle. Avuna kada? So what I'll do, I'll connect these lines. This is a right angle triangle. What is the formula? AB square plus BC square. What is here? This is 2. 2 plus 2 enta? 4. Ikkada enta undi? 3, 4 ante answer entidi? 5. 3, 4, what is answer? 5. Clear? Next question. Next is what? M is in which direction with respect to E? With respect to E. Diagonally towards top, left hand side, north, west. Next, if X is 4 meters to the west of H, amma, west ante left hand side kada? Enta 3. Extra 1 or X. If X is 4 meters to the west of H, then what is the shortest distance between G and X? G and X. Ide kada? Cheppandi. 4 square plus 4 square. Cheppandamma. Matladali. Root of 32. Root of 32 eta raskochu. Ma? 4 root 2. Ante kada? 4 root 2. Antena? Done? 74 to 78. Come on. How many floors? Chadavandamma. There are 8 persons A, B, C, D, F, G, H living on 8th floor building. Ground floor is 1, above it is 2, and so on till the topmost floor is numbered 8. All the information is not necessarily in the same order. D lives on an odd number floor above 4. Above floor, odd number floor. Ante 5 or 7. First trial, I'll take D in 5. Next. The total number of persons between F and B is same as the total number of persons between F and A. F and B is equals to F and A. Entity the gap. Antena? The number of persons between F and B is same as the number of persons between F and A. Next line. Come on. There are 2 persons live between D and C. 2 people are living between D and C. How many possibilities? 2 possibilities. Okay na? Next in the Jadu. G lives on one of the odd number floors but not in the lowermost floor. So G can be in the 3rd floor, 7th floor. Ante kada? Because 5 is occupied by D. There is only one person living between C and A who lives just below E. Just below E is A. And how many floors between C and A? కొంచెం మాట్లాడండి అమ్మా. There is only one person living between C and A. కానీ ఇమీడియట్లీ ఏ పైన ఎవరు ఉండాలి? E. సెకండ్ కేసులో కుదురుతుందా? One person between C and A. G can be either in the 7th or 3rd. Next, number of persons between F and B is equals to number of persons between F and A. And F is exactly between B and A. If I take F here, gap between A and F, 1 person. B and F, 1 person. అవునా కాదా? మిగిలిపోయింది ఎవరు? H. ఓ ఈ అది. Done? Everyone? Okay. Shall we solve these questions? Come on. మా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. We will not use pen and paper to solve these questions. Yes or no? I want you to answer this question in only 10 seconds. How many seconds? 10 seconds. N is equals to A. For N to become equal to A, there should be only equal to's. Yes or no? To get conclusion as equal to, what are the symbols that should be there between two letters? Only equal to's. So N is starting with greater than. So impossible. This is wrong. S equal to T. Possibility or conclusion? Chapandamma. S equal to T. Possibility or conclusion? Wrong. We need only conclusions. And I am sure to all the students who are sitting here, this topic is completed. Avuna kada? కొంచెం రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వండి దయచేసి. What can be the answer? Amma? D to R, R to M. Antena? D to R. D greater than or equals to R. R greater than or equals to M. Conclusion between D and M greater than or equals to. What is the answer? Either or. అయిపోయింది అంతే. గుడ్డిగా మార్క్ చేసేయండి ఆన్సర్. నేనైతే ఈ రాయటం కూడా రాయొద్దని చెప్తా. అవునా కాదా? అది రాయటం వల్ల అనవసరంగా ఒక 5-6 సెకండ్ లాస్ మనకి. ఎస్ 81. వాట్స్ ద కామన్ లెటర్? A to Q. A less than Q. Q less than T. A less than T, right or wrong? Right. The efficiency that you show in identifying the symbol from left to right, you should have the same efficiency in identifying the symbol from right to left. And you have to practice exactly in this way. You have to practice in this way. You have to. అర్థమవుతుందా? In 1 minute, you are supposed to solve somewhere around 70 questions. Until you have less than 1 minute for each question. You have only 1 hour to write the exam. Yes or no? In 1 hour, you have to solve somewhere around 70. Until you have less than 1 minute for each question. So, what are the techniques that I teach you will help you to save your time? Is this clear? So, simple. A to T. Just observation. A to Q. What is the symbol? Q to T. Less than. Right or wrong? Right. S greater than D. అంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎక్కడ పోవాలి? S to Q. What is S to Q? Greater than. Reverse. Q to D. Greater than. Right or wrong? Right. Katam. Only observation. Only observation. Don't use pen and paper, please. 82. అయిపోయినాయి ఇవి. Solve. Next. 82. How many persons? Amma? A, B, C, D, F are sitting around a triangular table. One person is sitting at each corner and each side of the table. The person who are sitting at the corners are facing away from center, sitting at the corners. Okay na? What is the first question? First point. Two persons sitting between. Chapandamma. Two persons are sitting between A and D. So two persons in between A and D ante, can I say A and D are sitting in opposite positions? Yes or no? Maybe if A is here, D is here. Maybe D is facing center and A is facing outside. Maybe this is A and this is D. Avuna kada? How many possibilities? Two possibilities. Either A has to sit in the corner or A has to sit in the middle of the sides. Any one thing can happen. So first trial A and D. Two persons between A and D. Next point, read. C and D are not immediate neighbors. This is not C, this is not C. Next, F sits to the immediate right of C. If this is C, immediate right possibility unda? C, immediate right, F. Next, E is not sitting at the corner of the table. If he is not sitting in the corner, E has to sit in the middle. Who is left out? B. B is immediate to E, but not to A. Right or wrong? Right. Ayipenda? Chappandamma. Enta simple idi. And how many questions are given? 5 questions on this. It took hardly 1 minute to complete this question, and another 1 minute to complete those 5 questions. Until in 2 minutes, you are solving 5 questions. Avuna kada? Ma 87, 88, 89 చేస్తారు కదా? 90 to 94 చెప్పాలనా? Ma, how many parameters are there for this question? How many parameters? Only one parameter. Ante you have to distribute their professions. This question is based on single parameter. What is this question based on? Single parameter. How to solve single parameter questions? I'll teach you. Now listen. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Professions చెప్పు. Director, magician, teacher, singer, doctor, lawyer, తర్వాత డిజైనర్. ఓకేనా? చదవమ్మా. ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ ఏంది? ప్లీజ్ రీడ్ ఇట్. F is neither doctor. F is neither doctor. ఇంతేనా? Tick and cross method. This is called tick and cross method. This is used for only single parameter questions. Time wasting question idi. F is neither doctor nor lawyer. B is either lawyer or teacher. Please understand what is he telling us. B is either lawyer or, ante B can be lawyer or B can be teacher. Apart from this, is there any other possibility for B? No. Avuna kada? Chappandamma. I am either lawyer or teacher ante I can be a lawyer or I can be a teacher. What about the other professions? Is no. No chances. Other professions? No chance. Next chadu. Neither F nor G is a singer. Singer. F is not a singer. G also not a singer. Next. A is either teacher or singer. So A is either teacher or singer. What about the other professions? No. Ante kadamma? A is either teacher or singer. Next chadu. Amma, when E is a doctor, Can any other person like doctor? When he is a doctor, he cannot select any other profession other than doctor. Avuna kada? Chappandamma. When he is a doctor, he is not director, magician, teacher, singer, lawyer and designer. When he is doctor, no other person can become doctor. G also not a doctor. Clear? Next enti? Either C or G is a singer. Either C or G is a singer. You go G already. Can G be singer here? Chappandamma. When G is not a singer, then who should be singer? C. When C is a singer, no other person can become singer. And no other profession can be selected by C other than singer. Avuna kada? మరి అప్పుడు ఏ పరిస్థితి ఏందమ్మా? What is A's position? When A is a teacher, can any other person be teacher? Then what about B? When B is a lawyer, can any other person be lawyer? Understood? Yes or no? Next entry. G is neither magician nor designer. G is neither magician nor designer. Then G has only one possibility. What is it? Chappandamma. When G is director, no other person can be director. F has how many possibilities? Only one possibility. Right. Antena? Veedu adi kavadu. So clear? Yes or no? And this is called tick and cross method. Ma done? Syllogisms చెప్పాలా? So what is syllogism? Some roses are, all plants are. First conclusion, some herbs are roses. Right or wrong? All roses are herbs. All the roses inside herb? No. Only one follows. All plants are shirts. All shirts are cloths. Some plants are cloths. Yes or no? All cloths can be pants. Can be ante? Is a possibility. Statements anni positive or negative? Chappandamma. Mari is a possibility with positive conclusion. Always right. Yes? Now next question. No animal is rabbit. Some animals are. Amma, what are the chances for answers? What are the chances for answers? Either or. Yes or no? Only observation. Don't waste your time. Only observation. No water is rabbit. Right or wrong? Right. Positive or negative? Negative. Complementary. Some waters are rabbit. Can water go and touch rabbit? Yes or no? When this is right, this is wrong. Next conclusion. Some waters are rabbit. Right or wrong? Wrong. Some waters are rabbit? Wrong. But same some waters are rabbit is right in complementary, wrong in conclusions. So what is your answer? Either one or two. Either one or two. అర్థమైందా? అయితే అసలు ఇంటెలిజెంట్ స్టూడెంట్కి ఇవన్నీ అవసరం లేదు. వాడు ఓన్లీ బొమ్మ దించుతాడు, చూస్తాడు అక్కడ నో వాటర్ ఈస్ ర్యాబిట్, సమ్ వాటర్స్ ఆర్ ర్యాబిట్ అంటే మై ఆన్సర్ కెన్ బి, చెప్పండమ్మా, ఐదర్ ఆర్. నో వాటర్ ఈస్ ర్యాబిట్ రైట్, కాంప్లిమెంటరీ రైట్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ కంక్లూషన్ ఈస్ రాంగ్. సెకండ్ కంక్లూషన్ సమ్ వాటర్స్ ఆర్ ర్యాబిట్, కథం. వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్? ఐదర్ ఆర్. ఓన్లీ బుర్రతో ఆలోచిస్తాడు, వాడు టైం వేస్ట్ చేయడాడు. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? చెప్పండమ్మా. 96th క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది. ఏంటిది? ఆల్ ప్యాంట్స్ ఆర్ షర్ట్స్, ఆల్ షర్ట్స్ ఆర్ క్లోత్స్. వీల్ ఓన్లీ సీ ద కంక్లూషన్. ఫస్ట్ కంక్లూషన్ సమ్ ప్యాంట్స్ ఆర్ క్లాత్స్, రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగా? రైట్. సెకండ్ కంక్లూషన్ ఆల్ క్లాత్స్ కెన్ బి ప్యాంట్స్. కెన్ బి అంటే ఈజ్ ఏ పాసిబిలిటీ. ఆల్ ద స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఆర్ పాజిటివ్, రైట్, అంతే. ఇంకా వాడు వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. 1 2, బోత్ 1 and 2 ఫాలోస్. షార్ట్ కట్ చెప్పడం జరిగింది, ఇది ఎందుకు రైట్ అని కూడా నేను ఆల్రెడీ. అవునా కాదా? అది